Welcome back to Newsstand. I can't get down from here, it's scary. This week, some of the Epstein files were released by the Justice Department. I started printing them out, but we ran out of toner before we even got to the Bill Clinton stuff. Speaking of Bill, and I know I'm not the first person on the left to say this, but when will conservatives understand that Bill is not our guy? We've seen the current president in tons of pictures with Jeff Epstein, and we've seen Bill Clinton in tons of pictures with Jeff Epstein. But we're not rocking with Bill if he's in there. And he's in there. And we weren't really rocking with Bill to begin with. We're not gonna stand by any Democratic or left-leaning person who's guilty of any of the stuff that went on in the Epstein world. It's not that hard to understand. Obviously the Republicans, but everybody. If Billy Joel's in there, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's been estimated that the DOJ only released about 10% of everything they have, and most of it wasn't even new. It's kind of like when Billy Joel releases like an anniversary album, remastered with bonus tracks, but the only bonus track is just a really weird picture of Bill Clinton with Michael Jackson and Diana Ross. Please, don't let the Piano Man be in there, Santa. As everyone predicted, the files are super redacted, so it protects the president, and more files will be released and sorted through by actual journalists, not this guy, over the weekend, so we'll have more on this next time. Vanity Fair released their interview with the president's cabinet this week, featuring deliberately unflattering zoomed-in headshots. Oh, Jesus Christ! The photos are so glaring and bizarre that the photographer Christopher Anderson truly deserves to win a Pulitzer. The same does not apply to you, Mom. Retake the picture. Fun fact about me, I'm 26. And Caroline Leavitt here is 28. Marco Rubio looks to be about 7 3/4. Seen here, unable to figure out how to plug this damn lamp back in. This week, the administration came out with more proposals to limit and effectively ban gender-affirming care for minors. Really? You want to give hardworking men like Jebediah body dysmorphia on top of black lung? Oh, minors with an O. Oh, well, that sucks too. And for the record, I think that our hardworking coal miners have a right to gender-affirming care as well. Is that a crazy take? I think that makes sense. Can we be pro-coal miner but anti-coal mining? I mean, I just want coal miners to have health care. And trans kids. And to any trans kids out there, maybe some non-binary folks, if you're still, in the market for a new name that would really affirm who you are, might I suggest Jebediah. Not a ton of Jebediahs walking around out there. And come on, it would really spice up those icebreakers. Oh, hi everyone. I'm Jebediah, she, they, and a fun fact about me is I have black lung. Excuse me. Anywho, fortunately, these shitty proposals are not yet final or official law, and it will take some time to go through the long rule-making process. But still, banning gender-affirming care sucks. Remember when the president made himself in charge of the Kennedy Center and handpicked all the new board members? Well, now they are changing the name of the Kennedy Center to the Trump Kennedy Center. Aw, he and RFK Jr. are getting married. You know, the president and John F. Kennedy actually have a lot in common. They both come from money, they both had a successful book, they both had extramarital affairs, and with any luck, next time the president visits Dallas, maybe we'll add another thing they have in common to the Venn diagram. That they both famously visited Dallas. That's it, that's all I'm saying. The president also signed an executive order to change weed's drug classification from kinda like heroin to the chiller level of kinda like ketamine. And if weed is like ketamine, this means we have to start giving it to horses, and the Kentucky Derby will now have a sister event called the Kentucky Doobie. The Kentucky Doobie, where we see how fast horses can eat a bag of chips in one sitting and who can hit a gravity bong without coughing. Jebediah's a lightweight. I'm not a lightweight. I have black lung, asshole. The president's media company, which runs Truth Social, is merging with a nuclear fusion company called TEA Technologies. I'm not smart enough to tell you why this is bad or a conflict of interest, but you feel it too, right? A storm in southern Brazil ruined a replica of the Statue of Liberty. Ruined? Honey, it was ruined when she bought it. Yeah. So, a hollow replica of the American image of freedom and opportunity for immigrants has crashed to the ground. I hope this isn't symbolic of anything. Wiz Khalifa has been sentenced to 9 months in Romanian prison for drug possession after allegedly smoking weed on stage at the Beach Please Music Festival in 2024. If only he had just done ketamine, which we now know to be a fun recreational drug. Former Justice Department Special Counsel Jack Smith said on Wednesday that there is proof without a shadow of a doubt that the president conspired to overturn the 2020 election. Additionally, there is proof beyond a tiny shadow of a tiny doubt that the president has a tiny doink. His doink must be so tiny, as that is the only explanation for why it wasn't visible in the Epstein files. It's definitely not taking up this whole page. Maybe a footnote down here. In anticipation of the nation's 250th birthday, the president announced plans to host the opening first-ever Patriot Games, a national high school athletic competition. Critics are comparing it to the book and film series The Hunger Games. Well, I guess it's a great opportunity for the president to bring back his iconic catchphrase, "You're on fire." That can't be right. Sorry, that was a minor error. We all know that his iconic catchphrase is... No, Desk Monsters, minor with an O. Stop correcting me when I'm trying to finish the show. This has been another episode of Newsstand. It was a minor error. Like a small one. A minor error would be forgetting to bring that canary down there with you. Am I right, Jebediah? She's not here. They're probably out smoking weed somewhere. I have black lung, asshole. I have black lung, asshole. That sounds pretty serious. Be so tiny, as that is the only explanation for... I can't say explanation. I'm gonna fucking lose my gourd.